is Joel up?
Got reports of infected out north. We sent him and Tommy out early to scout.
That sucks.
Yep. Can't imagine they got much sleep. Definitely not as much as you.
Shut up. I was just about to get up. I was.
You got everything?
Yes.
It's not just another game to play. It's not just another wannabe post-apocalyptic scenario that we are all sadly far too familiar with these days. It's not just another attempt. It's what the PS4 has been waiting 7 years for. We will not see another piece of entertainment crafted so exquisitely for an exceptionally long time. Masterpiece is the only word that can accurately describe this game. Naughty Dogs are masters of their craft.
Hey, so we're okay, right?
You and me? Yeah, of course. Dina and I are done.
I know. It's just I don't want you to think.
Ellie, we're cool. Promise.
Thanks.
The Last of Us Part 2 throws you in 4 years after the events of the first. Ellie's now 18, living in a community based out of a city called Jackson, deep in the mountains of Wyoming. Friends, family, a home. But sadly, the past catches up with everyone. Naughty Dog have done something that I did not think I'd witness in this generation of console. Actual, realistic facial animations. Now when I say realistic, I'm talking about facial geometry that is beyond anything we have seen before. From intricate eyebrow movements and the uncontrollable urge to itch your face, to fully fledged frown lines and tired eyes. Naughty Dog has, once again, raised the bar for future developers. Here's what we can do with the PS4. Let's see what you can do with 10 times better hardware in the PS5.
And if you want to come with me, great.
You have no idea what you're walking into.
Get down. Christ. They're all dead. Fucking scars killed them.
Spread out. We still could have scars in the building. Watch each other.
How are we getting out of here?
Someone gets us.
Forget the pre-renders. In-game is where the animations impress even more. Whether you're jogging through the beautiful nature engulfed Seattle, admiring the skyline, or stabbing and slicing the neck of a runner, do you get put on your back by the world's fastest reaction time? So in return, you remove his face from existence. Just as a little reminder to the rest of the wolves that you're messing with the wrong chicks. Is one wolf just being so stubborn that you just have to bring out a brick, sprint them while they're in cover, smash them around the back of the head and axe them in the side? Or a simple touch on the arm of that one person you love the most, just to show them that you're in this together forever. The animation team have once again gone above and beyond, bringing realism to a whole new level.
All right. It'll work for now.
There is one simple question that you ask every single person who pitches you an idea for a video game. And I will bet you 95% of the people you ask won't be able to answer it on the spot. That question is, what will the player actually do? This is where the essence of your video game derives from. When putting the controller into the hands of your audience, what are they actually going to do? This is gameplay. The Last of Us Part 2 gives you multiple ways to do the same thing. Do you go in all guns blazing, shooting round after round, just trying to get through an encounter, probably missing 50% of your rounds in the process? Or do you observe the situation from the safety of the long grass or vantage point? Monitor what's going on. See if an opportunity arises for you to pounce on your prey when they least expect it. This is completely up to you. Naughty Dog have given both the all guns blazing player and those who want to take as long as possible to complete a simple 2-person takedown the ability to play each encounter completely different. However, be careful. Ammo is a luxury. Use it wisely.
We hold the perimeter until we hear otherwise.
Each encounter has its own little story to tell. You're in complete control of how the pages turn. Do you craft a silencer for your pistol? Are you out of ammo? Are you loaded enough to not worry about missing around? Do you sneak to the right or flank to the left? Do you hope that your companion comes to your rescue if you find yourself in a sticky situation? Thankfully they actually do.
Ellie, are you clean? Yeah.
Once the encounter is over though, do you move on to the next without exploring the side alleys or shop fronts that might give you a little something for simply going out of your way? Exploration is tough to pull off in a linear, single-player action-adventure game, but Naughty Dog make you think you're exploring a much bigger, more diverse world than you actually are, by leading you to believe you have found that simple trading card because of your own doing, not because the developer subconsciously led you to look there. If you play a lot of games from the same developer, like I do, you will begin to learn how they hide things and how they guide you to the next stage. If I was Naughty Dog and someone asked me what the player will do in The Last of Us 2, I would simply say, sit back and enjoy. The majority of the game takes place in nature-engulfed Seattle, Washington, a beautiful metropolis gracefully reclaimed by the omnipotent mother. Whether you're riding around on horseback admiring the skyline, cruising around on the water, or simply trying to get out of the rain on foot, the Seattle portrayed in The Last of Us Part 2 is a world like I have never seen before. From intricate little side cafes that without taking the time to look for, you'd walk straight past.
We could just goof off, play some instruments. I bet we could scrounge enough stuff to start a band. You don't know how to play anything. I mean, I could definitely figure it out.
A music store that has a vinyl collection all modern music stores can only dream about. To apartment buildings that somehow, every time, throw something a little different at you. You can spend more time exploring the world, finding gems, little backstories to certain areas that, if you played this game without exploring the world, then you simply walk straight past. The reward of venturing off the beaten track is the best it's ever been, and I would even go to say that I enjoyed exploring the world Naughty Dog has created more than the combat. The Last of Us Part 2 takes you to a world of despair, anger and confusion, but also love, compassion and empathy. Even though it's an incredibly tough life to live, I find myself longing to experience the world firsthand, just to see if I could handle the pressure of every time you leave the safety of your home, the chance of death is inevitable.
Let's get out of here! Now! Watch out! I got you!
I don't want to get too deep into the narrative, because that would just be unfair for you guys and for Naughty Dog. They've already gone through enough narrative leaking pain. The Last of Us Part 2 is a gritty, brutal, dark, powerful revenge story, and nothing but. How far will you go to get the closure that you need? How much are you willing to sacrifice, both mentally and physically, to get those who have wronged you brought to justice? Only you know. If I could say one thing about this story, is that it's an emotional journey that no other game to date has taken you on. Sit back, buckle up, because this one is going to hit you, and it will hit you hard. The Last of Us Part 2 is unlike anything we have seen before. It's paced to perfection, gameplay exceptional, animation flawless, writing exquisite, characters beautiful, the world sensational, and it delivers it all to you perfectly through an epic 20 to 30 hour masterpiece. For me, this is the greatest game ever made in the history of video games. I would urge anyone who plays video games and is a sucker for a good story like myself to just play this game. Buy a PS4 if you have to. Sit down, shut out the real world, and just enjoy what this game serves you. It's changed my life, and I hope it changes yours. Thank you, Naughty Dog, for this pure masterpiece. I'll be lost in this world for the foreseeable future, so if you need me, I'm probably searching a random cafe somewhere in Seattle just to see what gems I can find.